meet a potential client, you need to follow up with them within the first 48 hours, okay? And I want you to follow up with them via a phone call, all right? The goal is to get their mobile number or some way to get direct contact information. So if you guys exchange information and you only see an email, don't be shy. Say, hey, can I have your cell as well? I know sometimes emails can get lost. I know my inbox is crazy. I can only imagine your inbox. And more likely than not, they're going to give it to you if you ask, okay? But closed mouths don't get fed, honey. So try to get that phone number. And when you get on the phone with them, it's meant to be light. You're not going to oversell. You're not going to pitch. This is an informational call, meaning it's an opportunity for you to ask questions and collect data. You want to know, hey, what are your pain points? What's the urgency around these pain points? If you had a magic wand, how would you solve for this problem that you have right now? Like, what would help you sleep better at night? That is what you want to figure out. You are not selling on this call, okay? This call is about them. It is not about you. And this is what a lot of entrepreneurs, they get stuck on this. They get stuck in promoting themselves so much that they forget to listen. And the way you become a successful consultant, the way you become a successful vendor, meaning you're securing these contracts consistently, you have to be a good listener. You have to listen to what your people need, right? So that you can provide them the solution to the problem that they have. And you get paid a premium when you're able to articulate that problem. And we'll get it more into that, okay? After the call, this is step 2. After the call, I want you to follow up with an email summarizing your combo and how you can relate to what they shared. And I want you to listen up for personal cues with what they shared, okay? Personally, how can you relate? Did they share a struggle that, if they're having trouble sleeping, maybe there's something you can relate to. Maybe there's a strategy you can provide there. Or they shared something personal about their family dynamics. I want you to ask those type of questions and they will organically come up in your first conversation with them. And I want you to reiterate that. Why? Because you're showcasing that you're a good listener. You're showcasing that you can relate. You're showcasing that you see them. And most importantly, that you hear them. And as human beings, at the end of the day, all we want is to be heard and be seen, okay? And in business, we want that triple-fold, all right? So if you can position yourself as such, you're already separating yourself from the pack. Next, I want you to share how your actual services can solve for the problems that they have, using the exact language that they use to express their pain points to you, okay? Now, it's important for you to use their language because, again, you are literally repeating back exactly what they shared with you during your info session. Why? We're showcasing that we're listening. We're showcasing that we understand our potential clients' needs and we have the solution, okay? And when you send that email to summarize, I want you to also include your pitch deck. In that pitch deck, you want to make sure that you have client testimonials. And if you struggle with what exactly to put into that pitch deck, because let me tell you something, ChatGPT ain't going to give you the formula, honey, because ChatGPT has never done business at that level, okay? I'm going to show you the formula and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to put in that pitch deck, because a lot of people feel like they need to have a 30-page pitch deck containing all this fluff. A pitch deck is more for formality, but it is a very significant tool because it is a representation of you. And it is what these folks are going to share internally with one another to learn about you. So you want to make sure that it is spot on. You want to make sure that it's straight to the point. And you want to make sure that it really highlights what you bring to the table. And we'll be reviewing exactly what to put in your pitch deck during the mastermind, okay? Number 3. A week after you have the call, I want you to follow up asking if there's anything that they have questions on, if there's anything you can help them walk through, given the materials that you shared with them, okay? You should also ask them when the team is expected to make a decision on next steps. Now, this is really important because it's going to give you insight into how important this really is for them. Because if it is an urgency and you want to catch clients where there is an urgency, because where there is an urgency, there is someone that is willing to pay you 10 times faster because they need to solve this problem rapidly, right away, okay? So it's important to ask them when they expect the team to make a decision, so that you can be mindful of how significant this problem really is, right? Because all of our problems, there's levels, right? There's some problems that outweigh the others, and there's problems that actually have priority over the others. And so you really want to make sure like you're clear on where they are in terms of the urgency for the problem that you can solve, all right? So again, we're listening, we're asking more questions. Also, you want to make sure that you are making it clear that you're booked and busy. You know, you are sought after. You are in high demand. Even if that is not the case, we need to act as if we are already who we are trying to become. We need to show up in spaces that way. Okay, we need to dress that way. We need to talk that way. We need to build relationships that way. Okay, so in that follow-up email, while you are asking about, hey, when is your team expected to make a decision? If there's anything I can answer for you, let me know. You're also going to end it with, and by the way, my calendar is getting booked rather quickly. So I look forward to hearing back from you, because I would hate to miss the opportunity for us to create some magic together, for us to collaborate. However you want to word it, make it true to your voice. But you want to make sure that you're also creating some type of urgency, because listen, executives, they're busy and you're busy too, right? You're busy building this business. You're busy doing business development. You're busy building relationships, right? You got a lot going on too, honey, okay? You can't just be out here waiting, all right? You got to make sure like you're being proactive and you're letting your potential clients know like, hey, if you don't scoop me up right quick, somebody else will, and I'm no longer going to be available, okay? And that is operating with integrity, because that is how you're working, right? You are working to create a portfolio as such where you are always booked and busy, okay? And I'm going to break more of that down inside the mastermind.